nuestros pequeños hermanos would commonly be known as an orphanage, though we like to refer to ourselves as a family, albeit a family of a very different kind. We have homes for children in 9 countries. We serve 3,500 children at any given time.
Well, NPH stands for nuestros pequeños hermanos, which Father Wasson, the founder, decided to call it. He took this from the Bible, where whatever you did for the youngest of my children, you did it for me.
NPH to me is like another word for family. Because I know, and the children know here, that when they walk in the doors, when they first come here, they know that they're home.
Y trabajamos como familia, actuamos como familia, siempre apoyando uno al otro, al más pequeño, al más grande, y no se hace la diferencia.
Family that is not only formed by orphan children, it's also formed by a lot of people who help, and foreigners and benefactors. And in the end, it's not just the kids, it's also the people that help to see that the kids grow up and have a future.
It's very difficult to understand for people why we are a family with so many children, but we see it as the children grow up, how they relate to each other, how they relate to the adults, and how they relate to NPH once they leave the home.
La familia, nuestros pequeños hermanos, es algo que siempre lo vas a llevar contigo, que nunca dejamos de ser pequeños. Es una experiencia que no se puede explicar porque si aún donde estemos, con quien estemos, NPH es nuestra base, ¿verdad? Sobre ahí se fundamenta toda nuestra vida.
NPH is different than the rest because they go really far in helping one child. If a child has the ability and the ambition to make something of their life, I personally think that it's really, really important that we can support this ambition, and I believe NPH does that.
What makes us unique is the feeling of belonging that all of us have for NPH, the feeling of belonging that we have for our family. We are in different countries, but we have the same mentality about NPH. We follow a philosophy together as real brothers and sisters.
To give the security that a family would give, you know, that you're ours, somebody doesn't just come and take you and then you're somebody else's, you're ours, you can count on us, you can count on here. We take the best of what a family represents and in our own way try to supply those essential relationships and principles and goals so that rather than being an institution, we take the form much more of a nourishing community.
One of our main goals is to help the children become productive citizens and also leaders of change, of positive change in their societies. We not only educate our children, there's a strong formational part where we try to teach our children that they're responsible for the whole of society, for those who live around them.
Nuestra meta es, más que brindarle un hogar con amor y seguridad, es formarlos para que ellos puedan transmitir esos valores que aprenden dentro de la familia, transmitirlos posteriormente a sus familias, formarlos para que den una vida mejor para ellos y mejor para su familia posteriormente al salir de la familia NPH.
We have communities of families. It's really what we have, and we're trying to bring each individual child and the whole family of that child forward.
Like any family, we have structures and rules. We have school, and we have church, and we have homework, and we have activities, and we have sports, and we have chores. And within that structure, we're able to care for thousands of children.
Father Wasson's principles are exactly that. They're like the cardinal points, you know, of unconditional love and acceptance and responsibility.
Sharing creates community, sharing creates family. You also want to teach them responsibility so that they don't feel like I'm just receiving, but also giving back, because that builds self-esteem. And it also teaches them a lot about what they can do for others.
As in any family, you help support the family so that you work and you're responsible for yourself and for your actions. We try to instill in them the idea that the entire group is their brothers and sisters, that they're secure, that they're loved, that they're respected.
It's not just the caretakers, the tias and tios, it's also the gardener, the cooks, the nurses in the clinic, the teachers in the school. All are really positive role models, so that makes part of the family.
When I look at the NPH family, I realize just how important the volunteers are in terms of maintaining the family and keeping the family connected.
There's a lot of roles that volunteers can have, and NPH doesn't ask you to come in and be some sort of external part of what they're doing. They really welcome you in to the fullest sense of the family. It definitely changes who you are and how you see things.
The relationship between godparents and their godchildren is a very special, very personal one, which we try to nurture. You'll find all kinds of pictures of families in the United States and Canada and Europe pasted in their lockers, and the letters that go back and forth.
60 years we've been making decisions and raising children in a family environment with those pillars. And I think any family that has a strong guiding philosophy like that can raise loving children.
Before they come to NPH, they're thinking about how do I get to eat and where am I going to sleep? They have all those concerns, but once they come into NPH, now they're thinking about what am I going to become when I grow up?
I would suggest that everybody who doesn't know us come to visit one of the homes and then experience it by themselves.
I just wish that I could show others how beautiful this program is and how beautiful our children are. The promise each child holds, and if we help that child to develop, you know, it's like a flower that blooms and blooms for a long, long time, and it's a joy for everybody.
Si sabemos vivir la vida bajo los principios de la familia de nuestros pequeños hermanos sobre lo que aquí nos enseñaron, vamos por la vida dejando huellas y esto trasciende a nuestros hogares, trasciende a nuestra propia familia, ¿verdad? Y en un futuro a nuestros mismos hijos. Es algo que estará allí y nadie lo va a poder borrar, ¿verdad? Es como un sello, una marca en cada una de nuestras vidas.